Hey everybody! It's Dave here again. How are you? This is the third in our installments. I'm having so much fun doing this. I hope you guys are enjoying it too and getting value from it. What we're talking about right now this week is shiny object syndrome and how to avoid shiny object syndrome. And anybody that's in online marketing knows what shiny object syndrome is. It's the jet planes, the private jets, and the Lamborghinis and the mansions and the fistfuls of cash and the fistful of checks that are generally used to entice people into business opportunities online. And I have a real bugaboo about that. It drives me nuts, actually, because, you know, I really think people are sophisticated enough to be able to know whether or not something is good. And what's happened is we have so much noise out there that it's become increasingly hard for people to know, how do I know whether or not I want to get into this opportunity? Yeah, I want the mansion. Yeah, I want the fistful of checks. Yes, I want the success. But is this the real vehicle? Is this the real deal? Okay. Now, we previously covered the third of the three basic things. And again, I'm trying to keep this on a very basic level because we can get way into the weeds on this if you want, okay? There are books written on every piece of this, right? But that's part of the problem too, right? You have analysis paralysis, just trying to figure out what's the right decision to make, what's the right opportunity to get into. So I want to break it down for you so that you can figure it out just like that. Any business opportunity worth its salt will encompass three basic things, okay? You got to market something, you need tools, you need skills, and you need a real business plan. Now, we talked yesterday about the real business plan, and if you missed that, you can go to the blog, and it's there for you to check out. So I'm not going to get into that, okay? Having a real business plan has got some really pretty basic things. But this one, I want to try to cover skills and tools. I'm going to try to cover both of them together because they sort of work together, okay? Having knowledge of, let me put it to you this way. If you know how to fix what's wrong with your car, let's say you're a good mechanic, right? You know what's wrong with the car and you know how to fix it. You can listen to the engine and say, yeah, that's what's going wrong. That's what I need to fix. That only gets you part of the way, brother. Why? Because if you don't have the tools to fix the car, the knowledge is useless. Vice versa. If you have the tools to fix the car and you're like me and you have no clue about how to fix a car, which I fall in that category, having all the tools in the world won't help you. So I want to cover marketing skills and marketing tools together because they kind of go hand in hand, okay? So let's talk about marketing skills, okay? If you think you're going to sign up for something and this person is telling you that you're going to sign up and you're going to take some hour or 2 hour training from this person, and then you're going to be able to work, 5 hours a week and make, $1 million, forget it, okay? Anybody that tells you, this is a really good rule of thumb, this will be able to get you really good at cutting through the BS. If anybody tells you you're going to make big money, and you can tell me what you think big money is. Some people think it's 10 grand a month. Some people think it's 10 grand a day. Okay, whatever. Okay, you know what big money is. You know what it means to you. Okay, so if someone tells you that you're going to be able to make big money, and you only have to learn this one skill, this simple skill, okay, you know that's not a real deal. I know there's probably people out there, like I said before, pulling their hair out going, no, that's not true. I did it. Generally speaking, what we're trying to do here is to give you some basic general skills that will allow you, because you're going to see a million different things. You're going to see a million different opportunities. And if you spend your time looking at all of them, you'll never accomplish anything. So I want to help you to eliminate the 999 out of 1,000 or whatever that don't merit you even looking into them, so that you can really do analysis on the ones that make the most sense to you. Does that make sense? Okay. So what we want to do is anytime that you see little effort, big result, alarm bells should go off in your head. It sounds great. I want that. I want to work 5 hours a week and make $1 million a year. But I know, even though deep down inside, I want that, I know that that is not the way the market works. Okay? The market does not pay you for what you know. It pays you for what you provide. Okay? What you provide. So, how do you get to a point where you can provide actual service to the market? Because that's what the market's going to pay for. Okay? The way you do that is you learn stuff. You learn how to connect with people, how to market. That's what marketing is. Marketing is connecting with people. You learn skills. Okay? Now, there are some awesome platforms for learning skills. I am not going to cover them here because I told you this is our safe space. I'm not selling anything. You're not buying anything. We're just talking here and we're trying to give something of value, right? I'm trying to give something of value that helps you. There are some awesome training platforms out there. I use one. I love it. If you're interested in it, you know how to get a hold of me, but I'm not going to sell it to you here, okay? Having training is not something that you can put into this marketing mix that doesn't have a cost. Okay? I don't care if you learn it and don't pay to learn it, right? You could do Google searches and figure out how to market on YouTube and how to market on Pinterest and Twitter and Facebook and how to buy pay-per-click or pay-per-view. You can learn that stuff, okay? But if you try to do it for free, you're not going to get it for free because, your time is worth something, okay? So you have to, and this gets back to the real marketing plan. This is why when you buy a product and then you sell a product, you really, as a general rule, should work under I buy it for $1, I sell it for $2. Because to have the skills to know how to market something costs money. Expect it to cost money. Put that into your business plan, okay? Don't go into internet marketing thinking it's a lottery ticket. I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. You're going to get sick of hearing it, I know, but the truth is the truth. Internet marketing is marketing. You're just simply using the tools that are available to you on the internet, okay? Marketing is marketing. A billboard is just a different mechanism than a Facebook ad. No difference in terms of what the outcome is, right? You're a marketer. You're trying to get and connect with people. What's a billboard doing? It's connecting with people that are driving by that billboard on the highway. What's a Facebook ad doing? It's getting an impression on a person that is on Facebook, okay? So one's on the highway, one's on Facebook. The same thing, okay? So make sure that you get into internet marketing or digital marketing, whatever you want to call it. It's not a lottery ticket, okay? You need skills, all right? Learn skills. And then, just like the analogy that I was using about the car, right? You not only have to have the knowledge about how to analyze what's wrong with the car and the knowledge about what, after having analyzed it, what to do to fix it, but you also have to have the tools to do it, okay? There are lots of great, and I have an awesome one, which I'm not going to sell, but tools are a great way. So let me just give you an example of what it means to have tools, okay? Those of you that know me know that I do a ton of business marketing on Twitter, okay? I love Twitter. Why? I like Twitter. It's just a personal thing for me. There's no wrong answer here. Okay, I like Twitter because I'm not offended if somebody walks up to me at a cocktail party and says, "Hey, if you're going to sell your house, here's my business card. Look me up. Let me list it for you." That doesn't offend me. Now, some people would go, "Oh, we're at a cocktail party. You can't do that." Okay, that's Facebook, right? Facebook is everything's got to be subtle. They can't just come up and give someone your card. You have to, pretend to be having a conversation with them. That works for some people. It just isn't my personality. Okay, Twitter is real direct. That's why it's 140 characters. It's like boom, 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 man. Here you go, right? And I'm not offended by that because I could scroll right by it. If I don't want to look at it, I can scroll right by it, okay? But I don't spend all day on Twitter, okay? I don't, because first of all, I don't have all day. But I learned because I did my homework to learn skills of how to market on Twitter. I didn't know. People that knew, I learned it from, okay? So once I learned those skills, right, now I have to put them into effect. That's where the tools come in. And there's some awesome tools out there which allow you to automate your marketing. Okay? So for example, I have literally thousands of tweets going out that are on autopilot through tools that I have and I use on Twitter. Now, there's a skill there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, right? You can't just, buy tools, right? And just start turning nuts and bolts on the engine until something gets fixed. That doesn't work, right? You have to know how to use those tools. And that's why in this segment, I wanted to cover tools and skills together because they are so intertwined, right? But if you have the right tools, okay, if you have the right skills, now you can really market something. If you have the right tools, you have the right skills, and you have a business plan, now you can really market something. So if you're going to look at a business opportunity and they don't provide for you any tools or any skills, okay, then you've got to know that's one of those ones that you're going to put into the no or the probably not category, okay? There are exceptions. I talk about this all the time. Passion is the great equalizer. Passion is the great equalizer. Look at athletes, for example. Look at, what was that guy's name? Spud Webb, right? Like 5'7", 5'8", played in the NBA. Are you kidding me? But what his passion for the game drove him to create skills and use the tools that he had in a way that made him, able to be in the NBA. But I guarantee you, it must have taken. Can you imagine what it took? Now, if you're talking to a kid who's probably only going to be 5'8", right? His mom and dad aren't very tall, right? And he's only be 5'8". If you're going to be honest with them, you're going to tell them, well, the NBA is probably not where you're going to end up. Now, you might be Spud Webb. You might be that one in, 50 million that had so much passion. And he did have some other skills, right? He was super fast. So he used his skills of being super fast, and he was incredibly athletic for 5'8", right? He could dunk. So he had some skills and some tools that he was able to put with that passion, that tremendous drive and passion that he had for it, and make it. So it's possible to have exceptions to these rules, but it's not possible to do this without a business plan. It's not possible to do it without skills, and it's not possible to do it without tools. So you can have all the passion in the world that you want. If you don't have tools, you don't have skills, and you don't have a marketing plan, it ain't going anywhere, okay? So the passion is the wild card in the equation. It can sway something a little bit. It can move the needle in one direction or the other. But get skills. Learn. Okay? Learn. When I started doing online marketing, it was to market another business that I have. And This is the honest God's truth. I had to ask my wife how to open up a Gmail account. I know people laugh at me when I tell them that. They're like, what? I had to ask my wife how to open up a Gmail account. That's the honest to God's truth. But I dedicated myself to learning skills and buying tools to implement what I had learned. Okay? You can't do that willy-nilly, right? You really have to know exactly what you want to learn, and you have to go to these sources that are reputable, and there are a lot of them. There really are a lot of them that are very, very good out there, okay? And again, I have them, but I am not going to take up our time in this space to sell you anything. The main thing is, whatever you're going to market, make sure it has these three things. Make sure that you have skills to market it. If you don't, get them. Make sure you have tools to take those skills and put them into action. And make sure that is accompanied with a real business plan. If you got skills and tools, but you're buying a product for $1.95 and selling it for $1.97, your chances of being successful are not very good. All three of these things have to play a part in it, and so does your passion. Okay? But I can't quantify your passion, but I can quantify these other things. Make sure that if you're going to market on the internet, you have skills and that you master them one at a time. This is another thing that goes into this discussion of skills and of tools. Okay? Many people get overwhelmed because they go, I got to learn how to do YouTube, I got to learn how to do Facebook, I got to learn how to do Twitter, I've got to learn how to do LinkedIn, I've got to learn how to do Instagram, I've got to learn how to do pay-per-click and pay-per-view. No. Learn them one at a time. Master a skill. Get the tools you need to implement that in relation to an effective business plan. And now you're on the way. And if you're looking at an opportunity online and it doesn't have any of these things in it, you can go find one that does. It's not that hard. Hey, I really appreciate your time. Day 3 is in the books. Thank you very much for coming. Lots of love out there. This is Dave. I'm out.